South Korean President Moon Jae-in held a press conference this morning outlining the details of his second summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Let's go live to our chief Blue House correspondent, Moon Connyoung, who's going to fill us in. Connyoung?
Right, Devin. So it was Saturday evening, so it was last night, a little past 7 in the evening, that we learned of the two leaders of South and North Korea, having met earlier in the afternoon at the DMZ on the northern side of the Demilitarized Zone. Of course, that's the border that separates the two Koreas. It came as much of a surprise to many here in South Korea, especially since it only came within 36 hours of U.S. President Donald Trump canceling the landmark North Korea-U.S. summit scheduled for June 12th in Singapore. Especially, there was a big disappointment here in South Korea and South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who's been a big proponent, pushing it harder than anybody else, really. And there's been a lot of active diplomacy, obviously, going on undercover. And today, on the Sunday morning, South Korean President Moon Jae-in made crystal clear of that meeting. Listen in.
김정은 위원장은 판문점 선언에 이어 다시 한번 한반도의 완전한 비핵화 의지를 분명히 했으며 북미 정상회담의 성공을 통해 전쟁과 대립의 역사를 청산하고 평화와 번영을 위해 협력하겠다는 의사를 피력하였습니다.
Now, those remarks came as South Korean President Moon Jae-in made his first public comments since the surprise meeting between himself and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. It's the second meeting of such kind in about a month. Now, Mr. Moon made clear that what's unclear for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is not his willingness to denuclearize, but whether, if North Korea denuclearizes, whether the U.S. will be able to guarantee the North Korean regime a security guarantee and economic cooperation. On the other hand, what's unclear for U.S. President Donald Trump is not its willingness to guarantee security guarantee for Kim regime and economic cooperation, but whether North Korea can and will fulfill its denuclearization. So what Mr. Moon was trying to emphasize is that communication between the two leaders is vital in terms of this point, and that working level talks will be vital in making the Singapore summit happen as well. And Mr. Moon said he is seeing working level talks happening for the Singapore summit already, and is running smoothly. Devin.
Right, Connyoung. Well, this meeting had to be put together at the last minute, obviously. Do we know how they did that?
Well, Mr. Moon, or South Korean President Moon, made clear today that it was Friday afternoon that through the intelligence chief line, so it was Sung-hoon on this end and Kim Young-chul on the North Korean end, while they were communicating on Friday afternoon, North Korean side made clear that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un proposed this meeting with South Korean leader Moon Jae-in, and President Moon took the offer, and Mr. Moon said that it was these kind of, quote, friend-like meetings that he wanted to see more in the future, and that is why he didn't disclose the meeting beforehand, and he made it clear that he will be making more of these meetings in the future as well. Devin.